Hi and welcome to the Nostalgic Dragon, where I talk about fantasy books and mythological books. And today I will talk about immersive reading, a kind of reading technique, I would say, uh, especially fun to practice on when you read fantasy and mythological books, because there is a lot of things there to delve deep into and to grasp and to understand. You can use this method for other books as well. Um, So my first advice is to read slow. Um, Try to read every word so you understand it, every sentence so you understand it. I don't know for you, but for me, if I read 10 pages fast or one page fast, I will forget what I've read. To avoid that, I read slow. But when I read slow, I also get more connected to the characters, the atmosphere, or maybe the magic that is described in the paragraph, for example. It's a great way of reading. Try to do that. And when you do that, it's important not to focus on the number of pages that you read. I mean, avoid goals. Don't tell yourself that today I will read 30 pages, 20 pages, 40 pages. Just read. Um, some days you will read one page, another day you will read 10, 30, maybe 60 one day, you don't know. Just try to read. Just try to enjoy it and just try to sink in to, to the text and to the story and to the world that you're reading about. Um, Equally important is to also focus on maybe your breath, I would say, as a regular meditation practitioner. Um, in Taoist meditation, when you meditate, you should only meditate. This is just one exercise. There are many exercises. You should meditate only as long as you can focus on your breath. When your mind starts to wander away, you should quit. There are other meditation techniques, but this one is useful also for reading. So why not try to read only as long as you can focus on the text? When you cannot focus on the text, stop, close the book, do something else, return to the book later. So try to use that if you think that could be an interesting way of reading. Um, Another way is to read loud. Read loud for yourself, like you would have read poetry or when you are reading poetry. Maybe read loud for 5 minutes and then you transfer that pace, because usually when you read loud, at least for me, I read slower. Try to transfer that reading pace into your silent reading, and see what happens. Other advice I have is a kind of external support for your reading when you are trying to read slow. Why not try to have some music on? I know some people like silence, then use silence and your breath only. But otherwise, try to listen to music you like. I used to listen to the soundtrack of Game of Thrones. I usually don't listen to the lead motive because that's so connected to Game of Thrones for me. But the other songs or the other music in Game of Thrones is very beautiful and works well when reading fantasy, of course. I listen to other things like jazz and to Neil Young, for example, when I read. So you can experiment for yourself and read the things you like. Another advice I have is about how you sit. Try to sit comfortable in a sofa or a chair that you like, maybe. Try to sit straight back, and try to breathe naturally but slow but naturally, and avoid getting pain in your shoulder, for example. If you get pain in your body, I think you should close the book for a while and come back later, because it's not good for your focus or your attention. At least that's my experience. Your experience can be something else, of course. And the last advice I have is about what you drink. I mean, I used to drink tea. I know some of you know that, and I will make a special video on teas to drink when you are reading books. I used to take a cup of tea to celebrate when I'm done with the paragraph or maybe a chapter. I used to drink green tea, oolong tea, pu'er tea, but you might like drink other things like juice or coffee, maybe wine could be good if you don't drink too much, of course. Maybe the focus will decrease. But have something nice to drink while you're reading as well. So that was some advice from me to you. Please leave comments and tell me what you thought about the advice. Maybe you have other advice that you think are better. Please share them, and maybe other people here on the channel can discuss it. We are now 127 subscribers on this channel. I'm very happy for that, and for me, with very low expectations on what this YouTube channel, how much views it can or will attract. 127 is a lot for me, and it seems to keep increasing. If you like this video, yeah, please like and subscribe, of course. There will be more content like this, but there will also be more interviews. Upcoming interviews are with Steven Erikson, Jenny Wirtz, and also Dr. Philip Chase. So thank you so much for today. See you later. Bye bye.